And a good Mountain Monday morning to you here from the Great Smoky Mountains, East Tennessee area of Pigeon Forge, action-packed Pigeon Forge. And you have caught the Mountain Monday morning show right here on Mountain Fun Life Channel, and we appreciate you so much for checking us out. Now, here's what we need for you to do. We need for you to text, tweet, call, bang on the door. Don't kick it. Just bang on it. Let everybody know that, hey, there's a Mountain Monday morning show on that we hope it's going to be interesting to you. I'm Robert Ombie, your host, along with Mountain Man, Wayne McCarter. So, say howdy there.
Howdy.
Yeah, okay, good. We got a lot of things lined up this morning. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the weather, some disasters that have happened that we want to recognize, remember, and be thoughtful, mindful of the people who are suffering this morning because of the tragedy, the tragic storm, the tornado down in Alabama, and we got snowstorms going northeast, up north. And we just about had a little bit here this morning, too. Did have just a little bit of sleet, snow, but nothing drastic. And it's East Tennessee. It'll be 70-some-odd degrees here in just a few days. That's usually the way it goes this time of year. But anyway, we want you to, and by the way, go down at the bottom of the screen and what they need to do?
Well, they need to click us and share us, but big thing, like us.
We hope they like us. Hey, we got some other things we're going to see. You've been getting into some things here around here. You're becoming quite the celebrity chef here at Mountain Fun Life out of our kitchen.
Don't know about no chef.
The new
I can do
kitchen
pretty
set.
good off the shelf.
Well, you must have done something right because I'm telling you what, you just getting popular as all get out. You're getting as popular as the weather around here.
I don't know about that. Now, weather changes every 5 minutes.
Well, you do too.
Well, I am full
but anyway,
of it,
you
I
got
can
that.
change.
I'm glad you're honest. That is an honest statement out of you. I'm glad. But anyway, we're going to go out to our intro, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to our Mountain Monday morning show. I'm your host, Robert Ombie, along with Mountain Man Wayne McCarter. We want to talk a little bit about a disaster, a terrible thing that has happened down in the state of Alabama, and maybe even over in Georgia. It was, I think, right along the border.
Yeah.
It went through both
And my
states.
daughter hadn't come in from work yet, but she better call Pap today.
Make sure, let you know that she's
watches
okay.
The show,
so she was close.
So I'm just letting her know. She better call Dad.
And give us safety. Hope you're safe. But some people didn't make it. I don't know.
I think there'll be a lot when it's over.
It was up in the teens. I don't know how many now have been reported as losing,
it was awful.
Tragically
really was. It was bad.
losing life, the loss of life in the tornado that hit Alabama. And we have a lot of people that watch Mountain Monday Morning and Mountain Fun Life Channel from down in Alabama, and we want you to know that we are praying for you, and we are thinking about you, and our sympathies, our heartfelt. We really feel for people who go through a tragedy, and you know, this is life. This happens. Tragedy can strike at any time, and it's something that's out of our control. We can try to prepare for it, be prepared for it, and it still get us sometimes. We don't
It's
expect
our
it.
Heavenly Father letting us know He's still in charge.
And you know, and it's not because a
Of
tragedy
anything
tragedy
anybody
strikes.
done, it just
Right. It happens.
It
it's
happens,
life.
exactly.
It's part of the nature
Uh,
of the creation, the fallen creation that we're in. And a lot of people may feel guilty if they lose someone. Well, what did I do wrong, or what did they do? It's not necessarily a matter of what someone did wrong. It's life. It happens. It's part of what happens in a fallen creation, and we have to learn to. And it's not easy. We have to learn to deal with it and try to go on and make the best of life and learn from it. But our sympathies, our deepest sympathies, are with you, and we want you to know that our thoughts and prayers are with you, and it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking.
in His hands now.
But yes,
And I think, you have to believe that. You want to hope that that the Heavenly Father was watching over.
yes, and
I believe He does.
I'm sure of that. I'm sure He does. And there's really not much that you can say or do to comfort someone who is just tragically lost a loved one, a relative,
right.
or
The words
or a
are hard,
friend.
aren't they?
Words are hard, but the least we can do is to try to give some comfort. And there's no better
Exactly.
comfort than what we can find in the precious Scripture itself. And I was just thinking this morning, what can I say or do? Me personally, there's not much I can say or do, but I can maybe give a glimmer of hope and comfort from quoting the only source to where we can get that. And one scripture that I found, Psalm 56:3, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. And when we're afraid, and we're human, it's human nature to have fears. You hear some people say, I'm not afraid of anything. Well, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. You may not be in the normal course of life when it comes down your time to lay down and go and leave this world. I'll guarantee you're going to have some uneasiness if you're not ready. And another one is Matthew 5:4. So we've talked about when we're afraid, we put our trust in Him. Matthew 5:4 says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." That gives me comfort just to know that we have somewhere that we can turn to, words that we can turn to, and that we can give to others. We all have these times that we have to mourn over a loss of someone or something we love, and it's comforting to me to know that we will be comforted. And Psalm 147:3 says, "He hears the brokenhearted; He binds up their wounds." And Romans 12:21, I love this one. "Do not be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good." That's what we have to do. So whether it is a tragedy or evil that is coming against you, adversities, and we all face them, it would be good to remember, do not be overcome by evil. Don't let it overtake you. But overcome evil with good, and that gives us all a foundation that we can stand on to know that, hey, There's a way in this life that we can move forward. We can keep going. We can do our best.
He said, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and the rest shall be added." But you never stop. If we should never stop seeking the kingdom of heaven.
Right. So I just wanted to point out and give you, if you're in need of these scriptures, I hope that they will help. If you're one who has lost someone in the storms or any other way, just by natural causes, we do have hope and we have comfort if we have trust and hope in the right person. So I just want to pass that on along to you. And hey, you have become quite the celebrity around here since we did the cooking show, the very first Mountain Fun Life cooking show, and you're just becoming a specialty around here with that cooking deal that you did. Good old mountain cooking.
Yeah, just the way we grew up and the way we live, and I mean, it's kind of funny that a guy would catch on to all that, but.
Plain, simple mountain cooking.
But you watch and learn, you know.
You watch and learn, and when it's good, you want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well, my wife ain't from around here.
She ain't from. Oh well, let's not go there now.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone.
Leave that one alone. But she's from.
She's learning, Brother Robert. I taught her pretty good.
We'll put it this way: she's from up the country somewhere.
A little bit. I'm not going to say no more than that because I got a lot of good people up there
too. Leave it. I do too. Yeah, I do too. So let's leave it right there.
I don't want to call them no bad name. They might call me a few.
But anyway. That was quite a fun show, and the views that it's getting, for the first cooking show, we didn't know how it was going to turn out, how people would respond, but the response has just been really overwhelming. What you got to say for yourself? It kind of left you speechless, didn't it?
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Hey, we may do that again too. Just. That's the reason you need to follow Mountain Fun Life channel, because you never know what we're going to get into around here. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm ready for spring.
I am
back
too.
On that new deck.
When I got up this morning, I got up before daylight, and I felt that cold breeze when I stepped outside the front door and saw little flakes and flurries falling, and. Woo!
It'll change by dinner, though.
Yeah, it'll change by dinner. Take
here.
Off your overcoat.
I don't know what I hate worse, that or the rain.
The rain, yeah, we had a lot of flooding. Oh, by the way, we don't want to forget those folks. A lot of people had stuff, their homes, flooding in their homes, lost a lot of.
Exactly.
Even some of the homes looked like almost totally destroyed, and some lost their lives in that. Let's not forget them.
It is bad.
By drowning. It was. We had a lot of flooding. Got close to us. We were flooded in, not in the flood, but flooded in.
I got
a
bunch of boats. So.
Oh, that's right. I about forgot about that.
Right out there, brother.
You drag out that bass boat and we can get out.
Or that little one. It don't matter.
But if we did that, you'd be for sure to take your fishing rod with you.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I know.
Something to keep you when the water gets too quick. Right. You can cast in the bush.
But anyway, let's move right along here. We got a lot to do. Hey, I'll tell you what let's do right now. Let's find out what's going on at Forge Cinema. And here's what's showing with Mike.
Everybody likes a Lego movie. They made a second one, so that's why. The first one was good. All right, so I'll talk all day about movies and coming out to the movies, and that's the whole idea is come out, get out of your house, come see a movie, do something, come out and see a movie. It's a little boring when we're slow, so please come out and see a movie. All right, so Captain Marvel, a week from now. If you don't see that one, then you're missing out. Come out and see this one tomorrow. Check it out. Guys, hey Bob, I'm going to let you do the intro trailer for Captain Marvel, all right? See you at the movies.
Grunge is a good look for you.
Did you have a rough day, Agent Fury?
I'm going to need clarification on this spacing.
All righty, welcome back, and that is Sports Cinema. Mike's got it going on. He's got it going on. If you want to see a good movie, why, you just check that out now and check out Mountain Fun Life. We'll keep you informed here at Mountain Fun Life. And there's just so much going on around here. And we've got a lineup this morning. It's just you see, we're going to keep you informed here this morning. And speaking of information, let's go out now to Grace Fellowship, who talked with the fighter pilot, TJ the Terrible.
All of a sudden, we get so close that we can use guns. Now, that's a real important thing to note because we're closer than normal, okay? And you're really just, the airmanship of the pilots are most important at that point. I'm looking backwards at the time, making sure the guy doesn't sneak up and shoot us down once he gets back into the fight. The pilot manages to get right on the instructor and go, Fox 3, tracking, tracking, tracking. When you say that, that's like you're shooting the gun. Okay, they even found the gun camera film.
All right, now that is something very interesting there. Fighter pilot, you know, those guys, man,
been
they get
around
up there,
for a while, hadn't they?
You get up there and do all that twirly stuff in an airplane like that, and do all the stuff they do. You know, I don't think my.
You said the magic word, they.
I don't think my stomach could handle that now. I get if I get on a ride at the fairground and it's spinning me around and around, I can't handle that. I get sick. I don't like my head to be dizzy. I like to be able to focus and see where I'm going.
I'll leave that alone.
You leave that one alone. Yeah, I'll leave that one alone too. Okay, yeah, that way you don't get in trouble.
There it is.
Where you don't get in trouble. We got a lot going on. Let's get back to the cooking shows. We may need to introduce some more old-fashioned mountain cooking that maybe a lot of people have never heard of, or if they have, maybe they don't know the procedure of preparation of some of the mountain delicacies around here. Now, we got mountain delicacies in this area, and on down south, you know, they got, you remember the song that was made popular? I don't know who first did it, but Elvis, I guess, made it the most popular, Poke Salad Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, no joke, that is a southern and a mountain delicacy. I was raised on poke salad.
Only a little while when it's small.
You got to
get on up there inside. You don't want to be bitter. You don't want to be gnawing on that. No.
But now the stalks of it, when they're just about the size of your thumb, you can peel that outer peeling off and fry it like you do okra.
Mm-hmm.
With roll it in some cornmeal, and dip it in some, egg, something other like that, egg and milk, dip it, and do it kind of like you do. Bread it, and fry it in a pan. and no joke now, that is the song, that's no lie. That is no...
A little bit of scrambled egg in there.
Yeah, a little bit of scrambled egg. That, that gives it a lot of
we
good
got to get
flavor.
on back when it was introduced to us little. Fried okra, green tomatoes.
Of course, now that's seasonal. These are seasonal. Now, the green tomatoes, of course, you got green tomatoes in the freezer.
Yeah.
You could cook them up just about any time, couldn't you?
Put them away so I'd have them.
And a lot of people know about the green tomatoes, but now the poke salad, we may just have to introduce the audience to poke salad and let them know that song was, it was not. It was not just made up. It's about a real, and it
exactly.
is. You have to. I suppose you have to grow up with that flavor and kind of acquire a taste for it. Now, someone who's never been around mountain living or southern living, and maybe not familiar with, they might not consider that a delicacy.
No, and actually you can buy poke in a can at the store, but it's
not the same.
No,
I
don't suggest that.
No, I don't either. But maybe when later on this spring, when those little poke plants start coming, and they grow wild, they're not cultivated.
You'll
some
find them a lot where new construction has been cut through.
The ground's been stirred up, and
you'll find it a lot, and you want to get them at a certain size. You don't want to go out there and look for one over your head.
Yeah. Now I'm telling you seriously, if you like, say, like turnip greens and mustard greens, I think maybe that people would, if they ever tasted the way that it's prepared around here. It's got to be fixed right, though. It's got to be done right. And not only that, maybe we can get a recipe in here on sawmill gravy. Tell the folks a little bit about that.
Sawmill gravy, you're just making your roux out of some good old cornmeal. And I had sawmill gravy. My grandmother always made sawmill gravy. She didn't. Now, traditional biscuits and gravy around here, homemade's hard to find anymore.
Right. Now, if I understand right, too, the reason it's called sawmill gravy. Now, my dad used to work at a sawmill. Now, they'd have to get up and go into work early. To get there, to get the logging. But they would prepare this for the workers who would get there early to where they'd have breakfast.
A lot of places. A lot of places.
And if I understand correctly, that's how it got the name sawmill
There's no
gravy.
harder job, Brother Robert, than pulling slabs on a sawmill.
Oh,
if you've ever done that,
I've done
that
about
as a
everything
boy.
Can be done.
And that's
in logging.
one hard job. It's a dangerous job.
It is. It's all of it. At one time, I think deep sea fishing is now considered the most dangerous job in the world.
It's
but
the
logging
finest
used to
thing
be
in the world,
logging used to be considered the most dangerous job in the world. But anyway, and then maybe we can get someone in here to, hey, if you got a recipe and you'd like to do a cooking show, Mountain Fun Life Kitchen is just waiting with open arms. And
there's nothing wrong with the elderly people that really got it going on.
Yeah. We need
Still
someone
live like they did when they were a child.
Someone come in with a good recipe for banana pudding, apple stack cake. If you got some recipes like that, you just get in touch, www.mountainfunlife.com, and we would just be tickled and hungry, too, for you to come in and cook some of that. Now, that is good mountain cooking right there.
I'd try that out over there, wouldn't you? That'd be pretty good in the bowl, wouldn't it?
Before we get away from our cooking, let's just take a look at some clips from the first two cooking shows with Mountain Man, our own Mountain Man, and Lynn from the Black Bear Cafe.
Old people use buttermilk.
Yes, they did. My mother used to use
buttermilk biscuits, buttermilk cornbread. But my preference, I don't like buttermilk.
I don't either.
So I use regular milk. Now, I don't know what to tell you to add. I like mine, and I'm going to be honest about it. I'm going to put a little, okay? And I like to put this in there, and I don't like it mixed real dry. And we'll kind of show what I've got here, if they can see that. Looks like a mess in the bowl right now. But I love it.
So what you're saying is you don't want it to turn out too thin or too thick. You got to have to where it will run off of the spoon.
You do it a time or two, you'll learn your consistencies. If you get it too dry, then it'll be flaky, and you can't cut it and keep it together.
And that does make a difference.
Look at that. Ooh, you smell that?
It's amazing.
Oh,
Full
that
of
is
nice
awesome.
flavor.
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the heat down just a notch, guys, because as I said, you don't want that lettuce to get the cabbage to get too soft, but you still want it to kind of hold a little bit of its firmness. And then we're going to add, of course,
We are going to add a pound of mini red potatoes sliced.
red potatoes. Going to go right in there. Awesome. Get that stirred around there. Looks good. So, does anybody know what the format?
All right, that is Lynn from the Little Black Bear Cafe. I left out Little Black Bear. I want to get that correct. And my apologies. The Little Black Bear Cafe, and I watched that one too, you know. And evidently a lot of people like both of them because, man.
It's on now, though.
It was...
he will challenge, we'll challenge.
Well, you know, that...
But he's hard to beat. He's hard to beat.
Well, yeah, that's what we want. We want people to come in and offer that challenge. And that's part of it. You know, there's no friction. There's no friction in something like that. That's what we want.
No, it's all enjoyable.
Yes. We want people. If you got a good recipe, don't consider the shows that we have to be. It's not a competition.
We're good people here.
It's yes. It's not to compete. It's to show your stuff.
Exactly.
Come in and do your stuff. If you got a top-notch recipe, we want the folks to hear about it, and we want to give you the platform to be able to present that, and we hope that you get a million views within the first hour. Yeah.
More the merrier.
The more the merrier. Yes, you just come on in and join us, and we'll be tickled to death to have you. Now, man alive, our time, we've had a lot. We've had a lot going on this morning.
We had a lot going on, but it's been fun.
It's been fun, and our time's getting away. But I want to talk just a little bit about the historic Ogle family on my mother's side. The historic Ogle family Smoky Mountain Heritage. Now, this is a proof book that I have here, and the book is available from Amazon. It's already available. We have made some minor typo corrections. That's always part of the process. You know, you'll overlook this, and in spite of all you can do, you'll still miss something here and there. But in the genealogy chart on this one, I followed. You know, you look up the grave markers and the dates and everything on those, and but one on this one. I've already corrected it with the company. When it comes out, this will be corrected. But they had the Smoky Mountain Ancestry Quest. Now, if you're familiar with them, or maybe you're watching and you're part of them, we have a chart here with Daniel Wesley Ogle, my great-grandfather. And the children listing is incorrect, and I didn't know that till my aunt pointed it out. So if you have this list, the Smoky Mountain Ancestry Quest, I'll be glad you can get with me or recheck your charts on it. There is a date that's wrong on Lily S. Ogle, listed as child number 10. But I'll not go through all that on here, but that is not the correct name, and there's another one that the date of death is not correct, at least according to the tombstone. I personally looked it up, and so if you're with Smoky Mountain Ancestry Quest, your listing has been very helpful. I followed it a lot, but like I say, we all I'm having to correct some of my stuff, but I wanted to point that out. And wanted to let you know that the chart is not correct in those particular instances, but it's just a minor thing that can be corrected.
You are a lot older than me, so you're the historic one. You like the history of the mountains?
I love
the history of the mountains. It's all the way back. I've seen in your book, Brother Robert, that you gave me, by the way. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I seen where you mentioned the 3C camp.
The 3C camp.
That was where my dad got started.
Yeah, the civilian conversation camp. Corps. Civilian Conversation Corps, I believe is what they called it. And that's where the 3Cs came from. So I think I explained that in the book. But if you'd like to get a copy of this, it's at a rock bottom price. It's not a profitable thing to me personally. It's something I did for the family and for the resources to have here of a historic family, the first historic family in the White Oak Flats, Gatlinburg area the historic Ogle family. And like I say, the one online now, these corrections have already been made, so if you order one offline, unless you ordered it before I got the correction in and got the one that was on standby. But anyway, we've done gone run out of time, so I guess it's time for us to get on out of here. Don't forget the book and all the events we got going on. The cooking show is going to be, we're going to keep you informed. So it's time now to say bye, Mountain Man.
Bye, Mountain Man.